Oh yeah. Are these books obstructing?
So, okay, when you want.
Okay, I'm ready.
So,
Very stupid question, I'm joking. Okay, I'll answer.
you're the director of that.
My name is Livre, and I am the director of Librairie of Tibetan Works and Archives, which is a center for Tibetan studies.
Okay, what is the mission of this library?
This institute, Librairie of Tibetan Works and Archives, is an institute for preserving the Tibetan culture and spirituality, because as you're aware that Tibetan culture and religion is today facing threat of total extinction in its own country. So therefore it is very important to preserve it. Not only that, the Tibetan culture and religion is today found relevant and useful to many people all over the world. So therefore it is our duty to preserve it and disseminate it.
Okay, and when, the Dalai Lama left the Tibet and Lhasa, the Potala.
His Holiness the Dalai Lama left Tibet in 1959.
Yeah. And when he left, do you think that all the books have been preserved and they could take the book with them?
When the Tibetans left Tibet, many Tibetans tried to carry with them one or two manuscripts or books because they regard it as extremely important. And in fact, they brought some of this at the cost of their life. But how much they can bring, you see? They are leaving their country, they are fleeing. So it is impossible to bring all the countless collections that we had in Tibet, in many parts of the world, many parts of Tibet. So therefore, much of the manuscripts and other important artifacts, they remained in Tibet, and people could not bring. And unfortunately, many of these were like destroyed, burnt, desecrated by the invading Chinese army, because for them these are barbaric, useless possessions. Okay. So they burnt it and things like that. Yeah.
Okay. What's the percentage you save? More or less 20, 30%?
I don't know.
You was not in charge.
Of course, I mean, you are talking about not one institution. You are talking about whole Tibet. You see.
Yeah.
And Tibet used to have more than 6,000 monasteries and temples.
Okay.
And in addition to many of the printing houses and so forth, you see, they are spread all across Tibet. So I really do not have a precise figure. What was the percentage that is destroyed and what is the percentage that is left. But having said that, here in the library also we have quite a good collection.
So do you say that you could save some very, very important manuscripts and books of Tibet?
Yeah. Because many of these, like, they are important in the sense because many of these ancient texts were handwritten with gold and precious metals and things like that. They are not like computerized and printed, not like that. They are handwritten with devotion. So we have some of those, and which are very, very important. And there are few texts which probably maybe the only one could be in the world. So in that case it is important. So therefore, like, yes, we have quite good collection, yeah.
Okay, and I told you that I am working on the close-up of Yeshidanden.
Yeah.
And of course my proposal is the Tibetan medicine.
Yeah.
So do you have here in the library, of course you must have a lot in English and everything, but do you have some ancient texts?
Yeah,
and
we
books?
have some.
And about the body, about the herbal? And
yeah, so here in the library, as I said, we have collections of the whole Tibetan literature, which includes not only religious texts, but also texts on poetry, texts on medicine, texts on
whatever, about everything.
Buddhist philosophy, Buddhist logic, astrology, so many things. So
Okay.
You know, after this interview, you can go and take pictures of some of them.
So, what's about Yeshidandan? Why so many people comes every day? I was this morning again, and it's about 200-300 people in front of the herbal clinic. So, what do you think about this?
Nishitande, like he's one of the most senior now living Tibetan physician, and in fact, after him also we got very well-trained senior physicians who came from Tibet, who came later than him. And unfortunately, many of them passed away in the last few years. So since he is one of the most senior physician, and therefore many had earlier consulted him and got benefited, and the word spread around that his medicine is beneficial for this, for that. So you have many people who come to consult him. But in the medical institute also we have many good physicians, and many of them are young but very good physicians.
Okay, could you explain the conjunction between Tibetan medicine and astrology?
What?
The conjunction, yeah, between the Tibetan medicine
I would say
and astrology.
I don't think I'm an expert on astrology and Tibetan medicine.
But what do you think?
But based on my Buddhist understanding, the real connection between Tibetan medicine and astrology is the psychological connection, because the state of your mind is extremely important, because all the diseases and all the failures, lack of successes which is predicted in astrology, most of this come due to your own mental outlook. Not necessarily there are some spirits waiting out there to harm you, but but when you have a lot of doubt, anxiety, you know, unhappiness, then you seem to, you know, meet so many hindrances and obstructions. Physically also you get sick. So both in the medicine and also you know, astrology, the crucial point is your mental attitude. So that makes the connection between, in fact, most of the subjects that we study in Tibetan literature.
So could you explain a little about the book?
Yeah.
So all the books are with something in the back, around.
Yeah. So you can see, this is how the Tibetan scriptures look like. So ancient times you have the printing in loose folios like this. So it is printed on both the side, and it's printed on Tibetan paper. Unlike the modern paper, this Tibetan paper is very strong, very sturdy and very light. Okay? And then this is printed from blocks. The scholars are so, you know, careful about having correct printing, that when you prepare the block print, if there's one spelling mistake, they will destroy that block print. When it's fine, then they will print it. Then you can print as many as you want. So that's the good thing. So this is like the ancient Indian, you know, text printed on both sides, and this particular text is on Tantra.
Tantra, yeah,
Tantra.
Of course.
Shri Samputa Tantra.
I am filming you packing.
Yes. Yeah, my name is Sonam.
And what is your function?
Yeah, I'm a librarian in Tibetan manuscript section, and we have here a very good collection in Tibetan studies.
Okay, and what are you going to show us this morning?
Yes, I'm going to show you here Tibetan medicine textbooks and also astrological textbooks.
How old are those manuscripts?
It's so difficult to say, but they are scattered different, but some of these are like almost 3,000 years ago. 300 years ago. So.
But somebody told me that some manuscripts were, 3,000 years ago about the Tibetan medicine.
Yes, of
it's
course.
True?
Yeah.
It's true?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, because like before Buddhism in Tibet, there was a medicine and medicine science in Tibet.
So, but you mean how many years ago?
It's almost some like 2,000-3,000 years ago before.
About the medicine?
Yeah, medicine. Yeah.
Okay, you're on.
Okay, yeah. Okay, this is the Tibetan astrological textbooks. Textbooks on astrology. These are some rare ones, and these are the reprinted printed again. So.
And the origins of those astrological books also is very old?
Yes, very old. These are the block prints. Actually, the block prints were in Tibet, almost destroyed during the Cultural Revolution.
And how old was the original?
The original,
the block print.
Yeah, the originals are in the kept in the Lhasa Medicine Institute and Chakpore Medicine Institute in Lhasa.
But how old do you think they were, those block prints?
Yeah, right now they are restoring by the Chinese with the help of the Tibetan scholars. So. But in the 1970s, 60s or 70s, during the Cultural Revolution, 10 years ago, 10 years almost, many were burned and destroyed.
But
block prints. These textbooks, the original block prints, were carved during the 15th century, and then after or before that, they are handwritten almost 2,000-3,000 years back, and these astrological sciences are actually some of these knowledge are adopted from China or neighboring India and also Egypt, and the many scholars that get together and translate it into Tibetan, and the Tibetan scholars, astrologers also, they write down many books. So I'm looking for some. Okay, this has no illustration. I will keep it here back. This one. this is a very short title, and also alphabetical order with the numbers, and easily.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. You.
Can you tell us here?
Yeah, these are the astrological pictorials. So
Okay, and
yeah, astrological illustration manuscripts.
okay. And what do you think the origins and how many years? How old they are? I'm talking about the original, not the copy.
Okay, yeah. The original ones. These are written by the Disisangye Gyatso during the 5th Dalai Lama. Yeah, 5th Dalai Lama, and he was one of the minister to 5th Dalai Lama and very scholar in Tibetan medicine and Tibetan astrology.
Okay, which year about? Which century?
So during the 16th century. Yes, here. It's turn out here. Yes.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yes.
Some more.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes. These are the zodiac signs.
Okay.
Yeah, some of the zodiac signs.
The jackals, you mean?
Yeah, zodiac signs of the 12
Yeah.
animals. Yes. And these are the calculations.
Of the astrology,
Yeah,
the
astrology.
planets?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Yes, these are the pictorial, the astrological masters.
Yeah.
Yes. This one I will read and some. Yeah.
You say it's very old?
Yeah, yeah. This you see these all are handwritten, and then it's about the medicine textbook. Yeah, the script is very old. The script is,
This is an original.
yes, original one. Original one.
And how old do you think he is?
Probably like 500 years back.
And it's all
Yeah.
handwritten.
Yeah, handwritten, yeah, handwritten.
And he's talking about what? This book.
Okay, this is, we have no, like, this is the, I will just
What
show
is
right. You can scan sharing, they share a deal, ya deal by Bishop did share a love shash. Cossageless off. The Molam lecture. And yeah, it's not good. So in camera, I will.
So okay,
So,
what's
yeah.
about this book?
Yeah, this is the in Tibetan title. This Yanla Geba, Yanla Gebe Ningbo, Yanla Geba, and in English translation, a commentary on the root text of Tibetan medicine. It's a about the 8 elements on the Tibetan medicine, and written by the Sumba Khenpo Yishe Paljo. It's a very scholar on Tibetan medicine.
Okay, what's about the
Yeah.
8 elements? Which
Yeah. No, I don't know about the 8 element, but this is about the root text of the Tibetan medicine. Yeah. This is a text on the Getongpa. Getongpa in English called the 8,000 verses on the wisdom. So this is one of the rarest collection in Tibetan library.
again about this book.
Yes, this is the about the 8,000 verses on the ultimate wisdom, and subject on the it's about the 8,000 verses on the ultimate wisdom, Getongpa, in Tibetan called Getongpa.
And one is one of the rare book of the library.
Yes, one of the rare collections in Tibetan manuscript library.
So how old it is?
It's about the 13th century.
13th century.
Yeah, 13th century.
So it's written by hand?
Yeah, all are written by hand. And you can see the holes here. It's a same copy from the Indian old manuscripts, palm leaf manuscripts. In ancient India, they write the same way.
And it's written in Tibetan. Of
Yeah,
course.
it's a translation written in Tibetan from Sanskrit, original.
From Sanskrit.
Yes.
Ooh. So can you say it again that Tibetan hasn't changed since 1,000 years, the written and the speaking?
Yes, and slightly only 2% is different from the very ancient script, but the talking and the spoken language is same, and written 98% is the same.
Even the children.
Yeah, even the children, small kindergarten children, or the elementary children, they can figure out the words, Tibetan words, and they also know this. The same script. Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah, one or two you can take. Yeah.
Very near.
Yeah. And these need some more restoration.
Restoration?
Restoration.
How you do for restoration?
Yeah.
Or what?
We have no some very specialist on this kind of. Genki, sorwe tsingi tam, se kamgi tsingi tam, chu kamgi tsingi tam, nye kamgi tsingi tam, lungi kamgi tsingi tam, tsingi tam, namki kamgi tsingi tam.
Okay.
Number shebe kamgi.
So more or less, could you give the sense? More or less, he's speaking about what? What you said.
Okay, just.
No, in few words.
Yeah,
Just is a spiritual medicine. What?
Okay, just a minute. Okay, these are all telling about our 5 elements of the outer, like fire, wind,
Earth.
yes, air, and inner of the body, and body, and mind. All these are how they are working
Together.
together. Yes.
Just a minute, yeah.
These are in Tibetan, very old documents.
Yeah.
Yes, and some are in the Chinese. Yeah, the religious documents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so in Mongol, you see, you say?
Yeah, some are in the Mongol letters, Mongolian script. I will show you some.
How old those things?
These are almost like 2,000 years.
Okay, what you was going to show me?
Yeah, yeah. Then show you some pictorial ones. Yeah, this one.
Okay.
And these are written here, the rock inscription. The rock inscriptions, the pictorials show there are many significance.
They were in the caves?
Yeah, there were caves, yes. And some 200 years back, the French explorer, they went to the Tunghang cave and they bought many scrolls of the Tibetan and Chinese and Mongol scripts, and they are kept safe in the French National Bibliothèque, and they reproduced, make a copy and available all the scholars.
So they save those manuscripts?
Yeah, safe. Yeah, they all are safe.
Because they will be lost, no?
Yeah, otherwise they
explain
will
this?
be lost. Otherwise they will be lost. And the French explorer, he brought all these manuscripts and scrolls safely, and they kept in the French National Bibliothèque.